streaming and whatnot.
I got it to work. It's working, guys! Hold on. Did you know that there's a British children's show called Dream Street and Mindscape actually, I believe they either distributed or... They distributed? I believe they distributed it.
And we can do the exact same like transformation.
I got it to work!
I'm the pizza delivery dude. That's good.
See Lego. See funny Lego.
Holy!
Now
Yes,
what
I can see it.
Be careful, Pepper. Wait, cool.
You know what's sad? If we're gonna talk Lego games, I'm kind of sad Telltale kind of closed its doors. Even though it's weird because their last Lego game, Lego Worlds, actually was down. I was down at a Best Buy, and lo and behold, on a Switch cartridge, with Warner Brother games on the list was Lego Worlds.
I actually
a game basically dead in the water.
I actually don't really like play the This is like the only Lego game I actually play. Literally, the only Lego game I actually play is this one.
I haven't touched Lego Worlds in like amazing open world area, but then it kind of just got completely overhauled into something that's just at best.
How you doing? Yo.
And beyond that, I think the other one I liked playing was beyond Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
I love old Lego games. They're so much fun.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to.
Like I said, this is literally the only Lego game I've ever played.
I love a lot of the older ones too. Like Lego Star Wars Complete Saga.
Interesting. You know, I don't tell.
Remember, I screwed around a lot with this one. Jurassic World's still around, right?
Okay, let's get started.
Yeah.
So this is again. I did consider playing Island
Lego
Extreme
franchise
Stunts
is kind
at
of
one
interesting.
point. I did want to play one of the Lego Island sequels at one point because like a lot of people don't like the sequels. I've noticed, but the sequels like are actually decent. Like they look decent.
For
I think the
sakes.
only
What in the blue bricks was I thinking?
Wait, did I
forgot
turn it
to
to
tell you one more
Oh
thing.
my
Say,
god, did I turn
I
this
Help
to
out in the pizzeria,
patches?
delivering Lego
Wait,
Island's
is this
tastiest
RGB?
comestibles. Click on the pizzeria.
RGB, yes,
Someone
it
will
is.
show you what to do.
The
On the other
frame rate
hand,
is
if you
just
don't want to do that, you should
extreme.
walk in and say
Say
hello.
hello.
That's always
Okay, I can also
Surprise.
explain why your like frame rate is taking a massive dump. Streaming actually, like live streaming and whatnot, can take a lot of processing power in your computer.
I'm fine with it. I'm used to like Lego Island. Like whenever I just play it like normal on RGB emulation, it's slightly choppier than this. It's ever so slightly choppier than this. But I'm just used to it being this smooth. Originally, the turning, all the movement, the turning is tied to the frame rate, and originally this game was made for computers that ran 10 frames per second or less. Keep in mind, this is 1997, so, and this is,
Papa
and
Brigolini.
this is a modern
How are ya?
computer.
You know, if I
That
wasn't
I'm
on duty,
so
I'd
glad
have
could
give her
actually
a
play
dance.
this.
Actually, almost the exact same issue with the original Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
They never learned, did they?
No, this is old Telltale game that's not been updated in absolute years. It will crash if your screen refresh. It will not work if your screen refresh rate is above 60. Like above 60 hertz. Because it was built for that at the time.
From the coast.
I love this game so much. Like, you do not understand. I got into this game in August 2020 because I had found out about the CD in your computer memes at the time, and I ended up getting into the game around that time. Keep in mind, this was quarantine, coronavirus quarantine, and I was 12. So, you can guess.
Gee, I just came back to say I was sorry.
So I've known
I
this
think
game.
I was like 6 playing around on like an old Windows XP computer with a lot of older CD-ROMs and Lego Islands 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's awesome that you know this game.
Yeah, no, I knew this game as like a little kid.
I know, I'm in your way. Okay.
Who's your favorite character?
Hi, I know you. No, I don't.
It's
Yes,
been-
I do. I have your mail.
It has been,
No,
and honest to God, 14 years since I've
working well.
actually touched this stuff.
3 more hours.
And only
Anyway,
I do
the mail
recognize
must be
it and
delivered.
recollect it only,
yes,
like,
yes.
I've seen videos of it pop
My brother's
up,
a doctor, you
I
know.
think a month or 2 before you brought this up to me, actually.
Ever since I got into this game and actually fell in love with it, my favorite has been Pepper. So I have this little figure of Pepper that I got in like December 2021 that I carried around with me for, oh my god, a few months. I still have him too. But he came in this bigger set because the Island Extreme Stunt sets from 2002, and he came with a bunch of other people because like he was part of a set that I have. And he came with his skateboard, and I lost it a while ago. So I have the figure, I just don't have his skateboard. Pepper is actually...
At some point, I should probably see what more old CD-ROMs I can actually get working on modern hardware.
You should actually try getting a Lego Island on your computer. I literally know exactly how to do that. I have my methods of playing it vanilla.
Yeah, it would be
Like-
similar to that of, like, I think, what was it, several months ago when I dropped,
Ha!
when I dropped the, what was it, 2?
Half shoelaces.
Nobody
Nobody
does.
does.
Hey, I knew you
So, yeah, when I dropped the 2 ROMs, the CD-ROMs I had on my computer,
Do, re, mi, and set me free. Do, re,
me and you for me and T for 2. That's a reference to it took me a person on Discord that I'm no longer in contact with in November 2021
all
for
quiet
me
on
to
the
figure
eastern
out
side of the island.
what that was a reference to. That at the very end it's a reference to T for 2, which is a song by Doris Day from a Doris Day movie, I think. Here's something interesting. So this is for the live stream viewers. For those who don't know, or if anyone ever sees this live stream. So for those who don't know, this
Oh, you got
song was
some- yeah.
performed by one of my favorite bands of all time. They're a real band. And for those who don't know, the Molotov cocktails and other mixed drinks.
sorry.
I'm
sorry. I'm sorry for laughing when I heard Molotov. It's just that I remember a while ago on TikTok, someone disguised creating an actual
Whoa,
Molotov
my
cocktail
goodness
as something to
gracious.
clear spiders.
That's funny.
Like, I'm not even joking about this. It's a literal step-by-step guide to make an actual Molotov cocktail.
Here comes the gargling solo. The best part of the song. Your power is taken away. Without it, you don't get to play. It's reckless, I know. The catches up with the bricks are toast. The bricks will break all that you make. And Pepper will fight all those beats for you and me. Like, I love this. I'm legitimately so happy that I know the decal exists. Like, you do not understand. It's amazing.
I mean,
It's amazing. It's amazing that these
yeah, I know.
this really obscure band from San Francisco got into a Lego game of all places.
A lot of like
One of the
obscure
first-
artists and
One
whatnot.
of the first Lego games ever created to boot.
Well, technically not the first, because
Yes,
there was
I
like a
said
whole
one of
selection
the
of those
first.
random oddities. There's just some
one of
oddities
the first.
before
This
Lego
one-
Islands became a thing.
Yeah. Oh my God, Pepper!
Papa, are you going to sing today? 'Cause I need a good head start if you are.
Fun fact: in the original Lego Island game, Pepper was voiced by the same voice actor who played Andy in Toy Story, and unfortunately, he has never acknowledged publicly that he voiced Pepper, despite like a lot of people knowing that he did, which is sad because see above, because like he's my favorite, you know, and he's a lot of people's favorite actually. There were probably a lot of people that really liked Pepper. I think he's the entire reason why we got sequels in this game in the first place. This game would literally not be the same if Pepper was not a
I
character.
knocked my
This
head off
game
last
would
week and
not
I
be the
lost my
same.
memory for a while. What happened?
Yeah, it wouldn't have shaped
I
up
don't remember.
games
I knocked
later
my
on
head
down
off
the
last week and
lines
lost my memory for a
like companies like Telltale Games, who made Lego Worlds
Yeah.
and other stuff of the like. That's just massive open world that can become like massive
Yeah.
sprawling open worlds
Like,
within
if
levels.
it wasn't for Pepper himself, we wouldn't have sequels. We wouldn't have the sequels. And he's
have
the only
sequels
character.
and-
You can play that. You can play as. That is Nick Brick. Because his feet clipped into the pavement.
I think the weirdest title of any sort of game I've actually played to date would have to be Lego Star Wars on the Game Boy Advance.
How is it weird?
It's isometric 3D, first of all, with the terrain sometimes providing like bad issues, with a decent selection of characters and decent playstyle to boot. It just sometimes it's weird
The Salvador
to
sauce,
understand.
the Cristo of the crust. Papa, you're the greatest.
It's been a good few years since I've actually owned the cartridge to it, seeing as I still own all my Game Boy and first-gen Nintendo DS accessories.
The CGI and textures in this game are so good. Like the dirt texture. There's a couple of dirt textures in this game that look like carpet. Like this is literal carpet. Laura is spazzing out. So in this game, if you're in a specific spot for a certain period of time, the other characters will like come to you. I'll demonstrate this in the park, which is like a really small.
Oh my, I think my parrot got loose. I suppose you haven't seen him. Oh, well, he'll come back when he's hungry, I suppose.
The voices in this game are so fun. This whole game is just so fun. A lot of people. I mean, if I could, other Lego games I'd play would be Island of True Stunts, because Lego Island 2.
Sometimes it does disconnect. It can come back to life.
Yeah, it reconnected. So there's Nancy Nubbins. Pepper's in the background, just chilling. There's Captain
Attention there,
D-Rom.
eyes straight ahead. Attention there, eyes straight ahead. Oh, my mistake. I thought you were a rookie. Well, carry on then.
I've never seen it.
Seeing some of these old faces, it really does like remind me that I used to see these a lot on like a bunch of old Lego bricks and old Lego Minimap.
But it does feel like they have their own personalities, despite how limited the facials are. Like they have their own they like have their own voices and personalities. they have their own sort of personalities and voices and moods, and it's amazing. It's for a 90s game, for a Lego game from the 90s. This is like probably my favorite Lego game ever. So a fun fact is a while back, a couple of years back, before I got into the game, like 2 years before I got into Lego Island, some of the original composers had found these, one of the original composers for the game had found, some of the developers, but like, one of the original composers for the game had found a bunch of, master tapes of all the songs. Not all of the songs, but a good majority of the songs. And after, because the original masters were in a houseboat accident. They're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, I think. And they're probably, like, completely degraded or something. But masters, like, all the set restorations and everything, it's on YouTube.
Oh, my man! I just ate one of your fine, super fine pizzas in 10 minutes. That means I could eat 6 in an hour, and if I ate all day, I could finish about 72 of them. And that would be about 500
But a
pizzas
few years
in a week.
earlier, like 2 years earlier, not 2 years earlier, 3 years earlier, Bob Conlon of Decal sent, like, somebody in the fandom somehow got in touch with Bob Conlon from Decal, and, he got in touch with Bob Conlon, unreleased, high-quality version of your original toast from all your favorite leftovers. And that is something that hopefully will eventually be revealed
to my
somewhere.
left. To your left. Our left.
But I do have all your favorite leftovers.
Not
People, don't come
right,
for me,
correct.
please! Not yet! Don't come for me yet!
It's soccer game. Use your brain.
Oh,
That's over here. Well, ow! Ouch!
I love how this man is just casually just...
Ouch!
The rocking motions!
Oh.
The little idle rocking motions. It's like they're stemming. Yeah, another thing, anyway. So,
Oh, hello. I was just busy adding up how many people.
Oh my god, look at all of...
And counting you, that makes 20.
So do you want to hear your Bricks or Toast again, or do you want me to put on a different song? Because on the one hand, and it's you, the voice chat.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is, because I have the voice chat directly here, if I was to unmute the stream, voices at a delay.
Oh.
Just due to how streaming times is different, along with the game music and whatnot.
Oh.
It's a weird thing.
Brick by Brick, one of the songs on Lego Island
along with the game music and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh. It's a weird thing.
So basically, Brick by one of the songs in the game, this one, I was the person who got the original singers, the original, composers, to put it up on Spotify. Shameless plug. Those of you who aren't Endret, look up Flying Salvias, SALVIAS, Brick by Brick, and it's up there. It's on YouTube Music and Spotify. Unfortunately, the cover art, which I did suggest, is not the same cover art as in game, which would have helped recognition purposes. Or it could have been redrawn. I could have redrawn it.
DJ scratching all night. Pedal to the
Flying
metal.
Salvias on Goes On the Records playing.
You're in the driver's seat when you're behind the wheel. Brick by brick, clock by tick. No matter
Oh yeah, this song's a
how
meme.
thin, no matter how thick. Papa told Mama and Laura told Nick, you can move a mountain.
John Morris
if you
using his
do
Annie
it
voice.
A lot of
Pepper's name
songs
is-
I've generally liked. I've also
I
found
made a
out.
rad race car with a skull decal today.
What did you
Way
say?
cool. You should try it.
He said decal!
Some of these songs I've listened to in the past I like, I do find out become a meme. Like, for example, I don't think a lot of people know about this, but Jim Stringer created the song Shake Hands with Danger back in, I believe, in the mid-'80s for Caterpillar for their safety film of the same name that they used. And he made a slightly altered version of that, released as its own little thing, along with the Caterpillar film, which is still a great listen, and he does have it free on his website, but unfortunately you don't really find it everywhere else,
The dude with the food.
along with stuff like Devil's Train by Lab Rats.
What's the meme? What's the Lego Island connection?
It's when that song plays a lot of the time, because a lot of those memes use the iconic riff from Shake Hands with Danger, and sometimes the vocals for kind of like this little bridge section near the end.
Oh. Brick by Brick's a meme. I believe Mama Papa Briccolini is kind of a meme. Your Bricks or Toast isn't yet, but I hope to get the gargling solo to become an inside joke with, if all else prevails, the 8 or 10 people I've assembled into a decal community. I really hope to, because I think it would be funny. Joel did a Lego Island stream, quite a while. Hold on. Nick Brick! That's disturbing! I never want to see Nick Brick again! And this was like 7th grade me. Fun fact! Did you know that this song in the game, the observation deck music sampled Van Halen, Pleasure Dome? The guitar riff is from Pleasure Dome by Van Halen. But I think the song itself is just really good as it is. LEGO radio time.
And this just handed to me. Hey, it's my lunch.
Just tell Discord to stop enabling streamer mode.
What?
Discord to stop enabling streamer mode, because it doesn't matter much as you're not actively displaying Discord. It's just that whenever it does activate, it kind of just sits there and will bug you to no end.
Oh, it's not bugging me.
Because
I don't think.
if you don't modify your name, Discord name and whatnot, it'll just shrink it down to one. It'll shrink down any unmodified Discord names down to like one name plus ... and so on. It kind of just irks me sometimes, as
I get it.
as I might have like Streamlabs, OBS, Op, just
It's
like
nice.
Discord,
Brick, check it out.
and trying to do
Mama
other
wrote
things
me a
on
theme
Discord.
song. 360-degree rotation, and I'm still pushing Mongol
This
footage.
this
Am I a bad
child.
ripper or what?
I actually, that scene, that specific little bit, I actually made a video, a meme of in my channel. You can scroll down to a video made about 2 years ago. And it's a remake of something from my older channel. But I do have the original file. Eventually, I got the whole older channel archived because it was archived anyway before, and and then it ended up getting lost after a while. But the original file is somewhere in that archive. So I might end up re-uploading it to, like, Tumblr or something, I don't know. Or YouTube is like an unlisted video. I don't know.
What?
Neither do you. I've given up on YouTube mostly. Like, as is my own old channel, which somehow has almost the exact same number of subscribers as the videos I've put on it over the course of 5 years, which is a grand total of 60. They're just kind of all over the place.
Yeah. My whole channel is
And the status update video was 2 months ago. Huh.
The whole channel is really all over the place, but it's not really,
Well, the difference is, I'm gonna tell you this right now, between, like, doing videos where you have to probably do multiple takes in order to get the result you require, which can drag you down, and you always have to be active, you always have to do these uploads, and you have to do all this and that, and in order to get better with it, you have to actually learn to do editing and whatnot, which I don't really have capacity for. It just kind of wore out on me.
I get
So
it.
eventually
I don't worry at all, about, like, I legitimately don't worry about subscriber counts, video views. I just upload, and I
well, it's not
upload
just
whatever...
subscriber count or views, it's just that the algorithm...
Yes. I don't worry about,
algorithms just sometimes can just absolutely screw you over.
I just don't want to, like, worry about the whole algorithm thing at all. I just upload whatever I feel like uploading, as long as it's not too bad, you know?
Hey, what's happening?
I just upload whatever I feel like uploading, as long as it's not, you know, as long as I want to upload it. Or whatever, I don't know how to explain it, but I upload whatever I feel like uploading whenever I feel like it, and I don't really care too much about the algorithm or views or anything like that. I don't really feel like I want to be too popular on YouTube.
I mean, one point, like several points in time, as I did in the past, was I wanted to try live streaming a lot of the old CD-ROMs that I have posted onto your Discord. John Deere Drive Green and Lawnmower Racing Mania 2007. It's just kind of sad because I would have been like the first person to make like possibly like a full 100% series on both games. Do everything, start challenges and whatnot. But the thing is, it just kind of wore out after a while, so it's just done and just dead in the water at this rate.
Clicking on the triangle, okay? Check it out.
I would have been the first person to ever make like a complete series on the games. But it just kind of, it's like, no one looks for the stuff, a lot of the stuff I do, a lot of the most popular stuff I have, has either been shared around with personal communities, like, like, one of my old videos, like, my second oldest video before I took it down on Steam got 1.3k views for some reason. But when I look at older stuff, like, yeah, some of this stuff has, like, 47 views, that's okay.
Yeah.
Some of the other stuff, like, a lot of these random things I have, like, some of my most favorite videos was, let's see here, Tanky with Terra, one of my IRL friends was playing Tanky online, like, years ago, and I found out the audio broke. Like, a lot of other stuff, like, oh god, the Top Gear, what was it? Ultimate Driving on Roblox, that was an interesting thing. PTFS update review, that's from 3 years ago. I can point out, like, just, I have to go most popular videos, and I can even say what they are. Break video ever was me screwing around with a friend. on a game called Brick Rigs, Ender Plays, WWRF, Worldwide Robot Fighting on Roblox, which is a robot fighting game.
I don't really. Oh wow. I don't really play Roblox all that much anymore. I used to do it a lot back in like 2019, but now my internet connection is too crap for it. So here we are with a funny Lego game. I don't
play that often on it.
Yeah, I get that too. I want to do toy videos at some point. Me messing around with some of my toys, cause I think there would be people up for watching that too, not just like me screwing off with Lego Island, but also toys.
Yeah,
Bodacious!
I think
awesome!
Like, there's two review videos that are kind of up here on the list.
Cool.
That breached the 100 view marker.
Very cool indeed. The race begins
like
when you pull
only 8 of my videos reached the marker, and one of them was literally about 2 of the 2 galas for a Roblox kind of exhibition railroad game known as Spa Valley. It's not, for people who play Roblox train games, it is not called a free drive at all, as you have to be like a member of their community, so on and so forth, which I still am, and they recently did a revival of that in time for them, as it is a British thing, and a lot of the time they do that, I'm in school.
Hey, what's up?
But yeah, about 4 of those videos are that. 2 of them plus his friends who helped develop the game. We all did like a tourney one night with all the robots in his game, and we were just talking about the game in general, which was kind of fun. And the last one was just me screwing around with OBS for like one final time, playing around with My Summer Car, playing a song from a very underrated artist called Daydream Union, which is My Summer Car as well.
Could you throw me over by the refreshment stand? I'm thirsty.
Yep.
I love.
So the band that did the music for the jet ski stuff is the Torpedoes, and I don't think they're as obscure as Decal, but I don't know if they're less obscure or more than obscure than Decal. But they have 2 albums. Good for the Country, which is 90% where most of their music in this game is from. The exception is one of the radio songs is a really early version of Lucky You, the title track of their 2nd album, and I believe one of the Torpedoes guys is dead. That's my dad.
And you can change.
That was a moment of silence.
In your
Oh my god, that was Lucky You. I have to catch it again.
I have to debate, because I know tomorrow for May 4th,
and
I'll have to screw around with, I think, this old TV here. Actually,
here's Lucky You, the version in the game. The version in the actual album is much faster. Looks like they're on Spotify. Torpedoes? I think so, but I'm not sure. This is the superior version of Lucky You. I think there's actually somebody that I know, Jessie Tail or Ringtail, and they're super into the Torpedoes. And I actually asked one of the Torpedoes members, I believe it was, do they have an album called Get Out of My Way? They don't. They don't. It's just Good for Country and Lucky You.
It's like Shake Hands with Danger all over again, even though technically I can't pull that anymore because they did kind of because it was kind of removed. And that is I was testing Star Wars Complete Saga for tomorrow.
I think tomorrow, if I ever do a live stream, it's gonna be some Lego Island, maybe like something Star Wars. I don't know what yet, because I don't have any like actual Star Wars paraphernalia on my computer. It might just be I don't know, actually. I don't think I'd be able to get contact with Bob Conlon and accent. Yeah, different torpedoes on Spotify. It probably is. Because, see, they only have Good for the Country and Lucky You. Lucky You has a really... Lucky You actually has a really weird cover. It's like a black and white image of a woman with, like, I don't want to say it, but it's kind of risque. It's not risque, but it's risque enough for me to say it's somewhat risque.
Aloha! Good choice, good buddy. The information.
Wasn't there, like, one
Can't
song-
you?
there was, like, a few
Ladies
songs I think
and
I really
gentlemen.
wanted to see that just kind of weren't there.
Ladies.
I have to look through my my local files because those have a mixture of a lot of soundtrack stuff, like the Pizza Tower soundtrack, which is one of the best it's one of the best soundtracks I've heard for a video game of modern times. As Pizza Tower is basically built to be like a spiritual successor to the Wario Land series from like the mid-90s. And it has a feel, and its art style and whatnot looks crude and whatnot, and has like a feeling similar to that of the classic cartoon Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Oh, I know what Ed, Ed, and Eddie is. Yes, I know what that is.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah,
Speaking
Pizza
of
Tower
cartoons,
is
speaking of
it has a
cartoons
similar
that are
art
like-
style.
Speaking of older cartoons, do you know Phineas and Ferb? Because I've been getting into that. The thumbnail
Yes,
is actually
I know
slightly-
Phineas and Ferb very well. I
The,
think there's a show. Don't quote me on this, but I think Phineas and Ferb might be getting another season, even though it kind of ended a long time ago.
It is,
So
yeah.
apparently that's what's going on now, is just revivals of really old cartoons.
Yeah. The Ferb that I've been wanting for like a week. That I really
Yeah,
need to get.
I could see that whenever your stream disconnects, it will automatically just show the thumbnail.
Yeah.
I'll say I actually still am following. In fact, earlier today I saw Dan Povenmire, the guy, one of the people
Yes.
who made Phineas and Ferb, and behind the voice of Doofenshmirtz. Oh God. Yeah, he uploads stuff on YouTube and whatnot.
He does,
and
yes.
recently he was talking about how one of his friends who also voiced Phineas and Ferb's mom
Sent a video of...
sent him a random video. Sent him a random video of this guy. If I find it somewhere.
Yeah. There was a
Just,
video that he did called Phineas and Isabella Sing That Song You Hate, and there was this girl going, I had a dream last night where I saw Phineas and Isabella in a balloon singing that song that goes, and then it cuts to Dan Povenmire pulling up Isabella and Phineas's voice actor singing We Found Love Right Where We Are, and then it cuts back to the girl going, and I hate that song because it reminds me of my ex. It's such a funny video, I love it. I don't really ship.
Watched a lot of like really old cartoons, and I know a lot of them have actually gotten fully ported over to YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, well, one very popular example, if we're gonna go back to, I think it's actually turning 60 this year. Have you ever heard of the Pink Panther?
I have! I've definitely heard of the Pink Panther. Another cartoon that's older, that's on YouTube, fully on YouTube, is Winx Club. All the dubs, like most of the dubs, English dubs are on YouTube, because there's like 5 of them.
I'm talking like, not like just unofficial ports, I mean...
No, it is officially on YouTube.
I'll send you...
The Similoom dub of Winx Club is officially on YouTube, and then the other dubs are like officially and unofficially on YouTube. It's a weird thing, but the Cinematic English dub is considered to be the canon English dub for like the first 3 seasons, and then for seasons 4 and up, seasons 5 and up. Season 4 was also done by Cinematic. The weird Nickelodeon Winx amalgamation is the canon for seasons canon voice acting for, and the only season 5 and 6. It's huge rock.
I'm talking something different as I decided to do another dive into the official Pink Panther channel, and I found MGM, and one of the first videos rated for me is the 1968 Chitty Chitty Bang Bang film.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Oh,
I actually, at one point, I was in a household with the VHS tape for theatrical release, and that includes a several-minute-long intermission break in the film itself.
I heard you helped Pepper with
intermission break.
Oh wow!
That was a huge thing back in the day.
The only reason I know the song Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is because in like a local daycare type thing, has a couple of CDs with a bunch of random songs poured under them, and one.
I a definite watch. It is a great film, and still holds up well.
It's this version of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, I believe.
Let me hear it, because I can picture where it is.
It's this specific version of the song, and I didn't know
that version of the song actually comes out earlier on in the thing. Different versions of the song that goes through it.
Until I actually wanted to look it up.
Yeah, there's multiple variations of the original song throughout the film.
Yeah.
Also, I've shared with you, Knowledge has a collection of everything, almost everything Pink Panther related, since like the early days.
There were kiddie rides.
They fully went out and archived everything for free on there, including a semi-modern reboot.
There's actually since I know about, since I've gotten into the coin-operated kiddie ride, snail. There's a ton of them. There's a couple of Pink Panther train, a seesaw, and a police car.
Oh god, those are really old.
They're from 1998.
Yeah, I can tell where at least one of them took place, and probably I think the middle one, the train ride, took its place around the 1993 saga. Which, fun fact, is the only saga where in the front is another character made by the same people who did the Pink Panther and has his own little series that was short-lived. His name is The Inspector. And several times during 1993, which would also explain this, there was several crossover episodes between The Inspector and the Pink Panther.
The police car also... I thought the police car had the inspector on the front, but I don't think it does. The seesaw.
No, it doesn't.
There's I found.
Seesaw is just Pink Panther.
Yes. No, I was talking about the police car with the But I was talking about the police car with the whole does it have the inspector on it thing, and I've been getting into kiddie rides for a few years.
Let me take a look at it.
And they're and it's kind of an interesting ride.
Oh yeah, no, that is also in 1993 because I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the decal on part of the video on the side behind the bars himself.
I knew it. An interesting.
I'll say this. Although Pink Panther has aged spectacularly well, the Inspector.
Not really.
It's kind of hit or miss on what episodes you want to watch.
See one of the 7 wonders of Lego Island? Well,
it's a hit or miss. Also, here's another one that I actually got to see only on like a few classic cartoon CDs.
Of course, I'm a nervous wreck.
This is one of the oldest cartoon characters, by the way.
Hey, if you're here to build
Felix!
It predates Mickey Mouse himself.
We have him on VHS.
They'll be just thrilled to see you.
But I have a bunch of VHSs downstairs.
I actually had him
I don't even
on
know if
2
they still
classic.
work.
It is.
The garage music is literally the guitar solo in Brick by Brick.
Thanks.
In a couple minutes, I might start to have sort of a wind down period on the stream where it's not Lego Island, it's just us talking while music plays in the background. And I might put on Your Bricks Are Toast, the high quality version from All Your Favorite Leftovers. Just like
I'm trying to think of like more like old things I can think of that
well,
just
here's an old
aren't
thing
really
I can
there
think
anymore.
of.
Oh god, I just remembered it.
What?
So there was a film, you know, Anastasia? Have you seen that old film?
Anastasia?
Yeah. Not Fantasia, the Disney film.
I don't know. I've seen Anastasia. I've heard of Anastasia with an S.
Yeah, it's one based upon the Russian girl who had to escape because she was high up.
Yes. I know Anastasia.
Yeah, there was a sequel to that. There was a sequel to that I couldn't find for literal ages. Until like I think several months ago when I watched it again. And I remember because one of the scenes was like really stuck with me for years. And it is called Bartok the Magnificent.
Oh. Speaking of Anastasia, one of those CDs that I mentioned from that daycare thingy from IRL, has Journey to the Past on it. Like, I kid you not when I say the songs are like it's a random assortment. One of them has Journey to the Past, Help from the Beatles. I'm just naming different ones. One of them has Joy to the World. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. I want to get them like ripped so bad. Like I'm sure they let me rip the CD and put it into a zip, but I don't think I need to upload it on YouTube for a couple of reasons. But maybe on the Internet
you could always
Archive.
check the wonderful check the Internet Archive.
Like
Wait,
I could
hold
upload
up.
them onto
That
the
is
Internet
something I've not
Archive.
seen.
I could upload both of those discs on the Internet Archive just for the sake of like, hey, if you have heard me talk about these in my live streams.
Check it out. Mama wrote me a theme song.
The funny. And
Speaking
while...
of old animated films, I actually just found one of them is actually free with ads currently.
Oh wow.
Quest for Camelot.
Quest for Camelot. So one of the voice
And
lines that Pepper has is an interesting one, and it's the one I've been obsessed with since 2021, like July.
Officer Laura,
It's this
check
one.
It out. I'm pretending to be a knight.
I was just about
a
to mention
knight
this one.
of the Round Table. And my
Yeah, I'm
name
looking
is
through this, and
Hooray,
oh god, no!
Circumference.
All Dogs Go to Heaven 2 is free. The heck?
Circumference, and it's a pun. That line, circumference,
Terribly
and a pun. The pun. And the math
God.
thing. And it's,
I'm not gonna watch this.
and it's funny because
Hey, you should have been here earlier. There were swell 6 bricks high.
I think
Are you talking about Jim Carrey's The Mask?
no, I'm talking about a line on Lego Island that you missed.
Okay.
Hey, good buddy.
Oh my God, Nubby
Building
Stevens
here,
is
buddy.
just
Check
standing
it out at
there.
the gas station.
I've got to screenshot this. Time to drag out snipping tool. Yeah, Nubby just standing there ominously. Let's wrap up the Lego Island section of the film. I mean stream. Film.
Thanks for the visit, and you're welcome to
Oh,
come
yeah.
back anytime. We'll miss you.
And you can just
Oh
skip
god.
the credits. And there we
I
go.
just got reminded of two things. Have you ever
What?
seen any works by Gennady Tarkovsky?
No, but they
Like
sound
any of the
very
shows he helped make?
What? Why do you ask?
Have you seen Dexter's Laboratory,
I
Samurai
have.
Jack, and stuff like that?
I have.
That was made by one guy named Gennady Tarkovsky.
Yes.
I just got reminded of Samurai Jack. At some point, I actually need to get a subscription to the streaming platform that has Samurai Jack streaming. And another thing, I'm pretty sure you might have also seen this. Antonio Phobius.
Antonio
known
Phobius.
for being a cartoonist outlawed from his home country by Castro himself.
Oh.
Created for the Mad magazine, which lasted until I think Mad folded its magazine company years later and was carried on by someone else. Spy versus Spy, that old comic.
Oh. It's music time. So today so this is me explaining to the stream viewers that today, originally, I was gonna do a big decal live stream with I was gonna do a big decal live stream with like me and a few people. With a few other people. They Might Be Giants made a song for Dexter's Laboratory? Oh my god.
Ooh, what song would that be?
I don't know.
Some kind of Japanese advertisement.
I don't know what they were talking about there.
Alright, Weasley McCorkle, I'm going to look this up. Because I still have a soft spot for Dexter's Laboratory when I saw it on the OG. On the OG work.
Cartoon Network?
Case, what was it? Like the OG Boomerang. Before it got its remaster.
Yeah. I started watching Boomerang around the time that they started doing the current rebrand, and at the time they still had a pretty, I want to say a pretty decent, like, schedule.
Oh yeah, they did!
They aired normal, like, modern cartoons, and then they aired old school stuff, like, smushed together. And they used to have these bumpers that I remember. They used to air My Night and Me at the time. Do you know My Night and Me?
I don't think I do, but looking at They May Be Giants, it seems they've done stuff for a lot of other things too.
Yeah, They Might Be Giants have done a lot of stuff for...
And I'm just gonna...
They actually did do quite a bit. It's fun. It's fun that they were able to do all this. They still perform. It's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm playing this right now.
Particle Man by Tiny Toons.
No, Particle Man.
Okay,
Particle Man was actually in their 1990
that was for
album
Tiny
Flood.
Toons, apparently.
No, it was in their album Flood. I think at the time it was
album
new.
Flood, and originally posted to.
And then they ended up
used in Tiny Toons.
And then they ended up using it in Tiny Toons. It was not created for Tiny Toons specifically. Same with Istanbul, not Constantinople. That was also in Tiny Toons.
So the room must listen to me, filibuster vigilantly. My name is Blue Canary, one not spelled L-I-T-E. My star is infinite, like a large symphony. It doesn't rest.
Thank you to Pink
I don't
Jazz
think I can find the original source, but yeah, Dee Dee and Dexter. I just found that. Oh. Yeah, I found it. I found the one that they're talking about. There it is. Oh god. Now I think about it, one of the most simplest riffs and whatnot that's been stuck in my head since I've heard it is the Samurai Jack riff.
I'm not your only friend, but I'm a little glowing. But really, I'm not your friend, but I am. There's a picture opposite me of my primitive ancestry, which stood on rocky shores and kept the shipwreck free. Though I respect that a lot, I'd be fired if that reminds us.
It's always here. In the other by the light switch. Who likes to go make a little birdhouse? Why not say I'm the only bee in your bonnet?
You know what I should do right now while I'm at it? I think I know where it is. I think my headset cord has enough reach. Just see. I just gotta see. I think my old the CD-ROM sleeve I have is still sitting around in my room.
Wow. They did Malcolm in the Middle. I know they did Malcolm in the Middle. I got into They Might Be Giants back in like August of 2023, so... Hello, you're like reaching the near end of the stream.
No, it's not that.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that gets progressively harder as it continues.
When you hear the bell, you may start. Ding. 1.
No, wait.
2.
Wait. Fitness.
I remember that by heart. I did the Fitness Gram Pacer test as a kid. That was interesting days. Where is this TV? Is that it?
Shut up, bootleg invaders!
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult.
I swear, I know it's here. I'm not
going
I'm playing it right
now.
now.
Test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the
I
start.
just heard one around
Speed
my
starts
house
slow,
say,
but
probably.
gets faster each minute after you hear this signal. A single lap should be completed each time you hear this sound.